South Carolina will be watching, especially along the coast, expected to be targeted by that nor'easter forming out of this week and into the weekend. This, of course, in addition to the king tide flooding we've been monitoring throughout the week into Isle of Palm, South Carolina. Beautiful spot is where we took the Fox Weather Beach House, if you were with us this summer. But Fox Weather meteorologist Bean Frony is there in Isle of Palms this morning. So just outside of Charleston, you take it out to the ocean, Bain. The sun is shining. Things are looking great. But we know the big problem here has been just those elevated tides, really since last week.
Yeah, you know, Marissa, it has been pretty intense when it comes to those tides. I mean, if you take a look right below me, this is where high tide has been hitting. I mean, this is way up on the beach. I mean, if you look over here, I mean, that's where the boardwalk is. That's where all these homes are. So this high tide has been really intense, to say the least. King tide has been pretty intense for folks over the past couple of days. Now, I want to take you down to the beach because very early this morning, around 2 hours ago, around 6 a.m., 7 o'clock this morning, I put a nice big line in the sand right over here. I was right here, and the waves, the water line was probably about 20 feet away. My line is completely gone. It's been only about 2 hours. It just goes to show how fast this water is starting to come in. Now, I already put a new line up, too, and I put it right over here, and it's already gotten hit by the waves, so it's pretty much gone as well. So that just goes to show you high tide is on its way. High tide will be around 9:15 for this morning, and with those king tides, it goes up even further, and it causes a lot more of that beach erosion, as well as some of that coastal flooding. If you look out towards the waves, it's not stopping a lot of folks from enjoying the day. I mean, it's been a beautiful morning so far. It's hot, it's humid, it is gorgeous, but that's where it sneaks up on you because there is no storms, there is no real threat of rain at this point. So people think that there's not going to be any of that flooding, and that's where it actually sneaks up as that high tide comes in. Right now, we do have a moderate risk for some of those rip currents. Tomorrow, though, it's going to get much worse. Hence why a lot of surfers are out trying to get into some of those waves while it's still safe to be out there. I spoke with a couple of locals here, and they told me that the tide coming in, it's never usually this high, and the waves are not usually this rough this time of year. Take a listen.
Yeah, this is it's pretty interesting on Isle of Palms. It's typically the summertime is fairly small, but there's almost always a little bit. I mean, you know, surfers who like decent sized waves will call it a flat a lot of times, but it's almost always rideable. You know, even if there's no storms or anything going on, there's usually 1 or 2 foot waves that you can catch and at least ride a little ways. So, but right now that's bigger than the typical sort of 1 to 2 foot. It's, you know, 2 to 4 feet probably, and got some strength to it. So.
You know, Marissa, we're seeing some sunshine now, but like you and Stephen were just talking about, that nor'easter developing, that low pressure is going to start to develop starting tomorrow. So more rain, storms, that's going to start to move in, also causing some issues with flooding. So keeping a very close eye on that. I'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Yeah, watching the evolution of it, but noting a beautiful day in Isle of Palms this morning. Fox Weather meteorologist Bean Frony, thank you for that.